Alrighty then, day 7. 2 more days and I'll be some kind of famous YouTuber. Disregard this joke if that person did a bad. I don't remember who they are anymore. Never actually watched the person's content. It just stuck out as like, that's a funny name for a YouTube channel. And then that's it. Hello, weather. It is fun returning to a game that has like a hybrid hand-drawn 3D art style. I'll probably keep coming here at the beginning of every run because my step economy isn't that hard to manage most of the time. Sometimes you get in trouble, but honestly, usually it's not. I'm usually not dying because of my step budget, whereas the benefits or even just interesting reveals from these are pretty worth it. Root cellar. Rooms in your house will be more likely to contain dig spots today. That's interesting, because I did try to tell it to have a shovel, but I've never gotten a shovel ever, so that kind of worries me, unless they'll give me a shovel. Special floor plans now cost steps instead of gems. It's a pretty good one, honestly. The hovel's pretty good as a universal way of just improving things. But I do want to check out every single type of room for lore and stuff and keep exploring. But because otherwise I'll be really tempted to pick the hovel constantly. Because even with the step loss from there, it wasn't that impossible to navigate my step budget, and the gems traumatized me last episode. But I'm really hoping this gives me a shovel, but I think it won't. I think it just makes a shovel very valuable, which is a little rough because I still have yet to ever have one. Although I came close last time. I was one dollar away from receiving one, but that was just a run where I really, and it's partly self-inflicted, I'm sure. I just did not have any gems, keys, or money in general, really. Although a bit more keys. Hello. Search continues. Author and illustrator whose fanciful stories name. Oh, the first part of it's missing. Name Marion Marigold was last seen by a Friday getting into a carriage after a late. Okay. No sign has been found yet. Underlined in blue. Is that blue or black? Am I hallucinating? I think I'm hallucinating it being blue. The line is the same color, isn't it? So this is just a piece of the other article I already had access to from the archives or whatever. It appears there's no items in this entire room, which means walking in here was a waste of 2 steps, unfortunately. Oh, hello. Maybe this. Baron Thomas Sinclair, Baroness Auraville, Lord William Epson, Lady Ashlyn, Herbert Sinclair, that's the uncle that died. Simon H. Sinclair and Clara Epson led to the birth of Mary Epson. Lionel Epson up here. So this is the merging of the Sinclair and Epson families to the Mount Holly family tree. Mary Epson is the child joined there, which is not me. Was that my mom? Was he my great uncle? Or my grand uncle? Whatever. Mary Matthew Jones was the author. That is a Mary. So if Mary Epson remarried, she would be Mary Jones, and then she would be Marion Marigold, the mother of the Red Prince. That's probably what's going on, because it would be very finicky to name 2 characters the same first name in this kind of narrative. I mean, in pretty much any narrative, when you're trying to deal with the economy of names and the economy of elements to have in your story, it'd be confusing to reuse a name. So that's probably Marion Marigold whenever we see her around. Water. All right, let us begin the run. Having lost the requisite 6 steps. and continue in my rut where I always go left first, apparently. I don't see a reason not to. Ooh. Oh. I'm seeing the sconce or whatever in the reflection of the tile. I thought something was on the floor for a moment there. I'll take the den for the gem. Get that started while also trying to continue, because I try to reach the corner as best I can, because then any deflection that sends me off course will still get me close to the corner, and then I can put a dead end thing in the corner maybe. Let's try up first, because then if I get a good room here I can put a dead end in the corner. Courtyard is okay, but it's expensive. A nook is kind of wasteful. Corridor goes forward. Courtyard's kind of awkward. Huh. I'd like to not spend the gem quite yet, maybe, so let's do the corridor. And maybe not go in there yet. Check this side out. The nook would give me a key. And then I can still put a dead end next to the corridor, potentially. Unless something really is nice here. The storeroom? I could dump the chapel here and then go around it to not have to deal with it. And just not set foot in it ever. Or I could use the storeroom to get some resources right now. This would be wasteful because there's no green rooms to put the gems on. Let's dump the chapel out of my deck. Because I can go through it if I need to, but right now I can go around. Actually, I lose a coin. I can actually go through it right now just fine, because so I can at least check to see if there's an item on the floor or in one of the pews. I keep thinking there might be one in the pews, but I don't always remember to check them all. I don't know. I think every room is capable of generating an item, basically. Does that count as a dig spot? Maybe. Do those both count as dig spots? Why would you be able to dig in the chapel? These two will give me coins, but then I risk losing them. If I use the pantry, I'll reach the corridor, so I'll be okay there. Although if I go around like this, I would have been better off putting a dead end there instead of the corridor. Well, right now it works because I can come back through the corridor at least. So when I pick up these gems, I don't have to worry about going back through the room that, would take some of the gems away. Yeah, 50 steps should be more than enough, so eat these to get 50 steps. That's what the note was about. It was not about collecting those specific items. Spare room. Okay, so I'm actually not going to connect to the commissary. Sorry, I'm not going to connect to the corridor. It's impossible. So I can keep building to get around it, but other than that, we're gonna get a bit stuck. If I get the commissary placed and then get a little bit more money, I can get the shovel without having to then lose the money on my way back through the previous room. With cake stand without tie? I think this might be a clue system that means that in the current run something will happen, maybe, but I don't know what it means yet, and it changes every time, so it's not really worth writing down, but it's worth thinking about that commissary's up to something. These might be the same things that are in the framed pictures everywhere, like the run does has this but not that, or maybe the room that has this and not that has something in it or something. Let's see, salt shakers for 5, shovel for 6, sleeping mask for 8, metal detector for 10. Good things to have in general, but I really want the shovel for this run, so let's just hope I can find 2 coins soon, and hope this isn't a locked door. 1 coin. Bedroom nursery. Storeroom is a source of coin, the nursery is a bedroom, but spare room gives me another chance at maybe drafting more stuff to get the coins without going back to the chapel and losing a coin. So I want to make this... It'd be nice if I could connect the commissary to the rest of the run, because then I don't have to go through the chapel, because otherwise I have to go through the chapel when I'm trying to spend money, and I'll lose money on the way to the chapel, and that really sucks. And I did this to myself. Does that also count as a dig spot? Does every single bit of dirt like that count? That's so many. I definitely wonder if you can finish this room. Like, finish painting it. There's my one key! Security gives me more directions, but I don't have a gem. Hallway gives me some options to spread out as long as it doesn't lock the doors. Yeah, like these things are the same things that might be like the pie and the cake stand. It's like maybe that stuff is indicative of where my stuff might go. 3 keys. 2 items. West Wing Hall. No, I can't do it. I can't place it. I don't have the gem. I'll be making a dead end, so let's do a West Wing Hall and hope that I can draw a dead end in that direction. Dude, there are so many. If I get that shovel, these might all turn into themselves money and stuff like that. Walk-in closet requires 4. Okay, storeroom. I can place the storeroom now. That's good. 1 more coin. And then for all I know, all of these things might turn into a bunch of money. All these dig spots. I don't even know how to keep track of how many there are. Okay, immediately I'm using the key. Great. Gems! Okay, I do have the gems now, though. I want to place the secret passage, but I don't want to lose what I'm doing right now. Security is good for its own reasons, but darkroom will mean more chances to make money. But I won't be able to know what they are, so I can't really strategize there. We probably want security for now, but I'm losing my gem again. That's me in the corner. Losing my collection. I wish this process was a little faster. Or even that it saved my previous confirmations. You have to wait for the text to more or less populate. Security level low, offline mode unlocked. Good, okay. I'll turn it to security level high if I find the ability to turn off the power. But till then, any security doors will be bad for me. Gem's gone. Darkroom maybe? Yeah. I do want the dark room, because once I turn the power back on, I'll be able to see what's in it. Okay. Yep. Then you can't look at anything in the room. Oh, well, this sucks. Oh, that's worse. It's locked anyway. Great. So both these doors are locked. I don't think I checked that hallway door yet. I think I put that off for now. I'm always paranoid there's a leftover gem or key somewhere, because missing that could be fatal for the run with how I'm using every single one I find. That one's locked too. I just needed 1 more coin, man. I just needed 1 more. Ah. I'm gonna lose a coin going through the chapel. But if I'm lucky, I'll be able to connect to this hallway later as I go north. And not spend another coin coming back. I just want the shovel. Give it me. Give me a shovel. Let me pay the money for the shovel now. And I'll come back with the last coin, but I just want to leave it here instead of taking it through this stupid chapel. All right, I did this to myself. Other chapel connection doesn't go anywhere. A lot of dig spots around. This goes to the dead end corridor now. I should make sure that doesn't have anything in it. I would be hurt if there was a coin in here, though, because then I would know that I could have just grabbed that coin and not lost it. 4 stars? I'm currently at 4 stars. I wonder if that's indicating my current status or not. Okay, collect my supply of food not do good so far. Oh, a compass. Or a parlor to keep going a little more. Do I risk the coat check? The compass could be strong, but it could also mean not going to the right at all. Retrieve item compass. Have a great day. Thank you. No. Fuck. The compass immediately did not give me a bunch of northern rooms, and now I'm completely locked out. A huge amount. Damn. Oh, this might be over already. Okay, let's find out if the closet has a key. No. Lucky rabbit's foot. Greater chance of finding items. Yes, I'd love that. Yuck. While drafting, you may use the dice to re-roll new floor plans, but only once, right? And then it goes away, I think. Dude. Yeah, it's a currency up there. Got it. So that's locked, that's locked, that's locked, and then everything else is completely... Yeah, this runs over. Okay, well, the rabbit's foot seems nice, so let's go store the rabbit's foot and just start over real quick. Lucky rabbit's foot. I'd love to have that in the future. Maybe I'll have loot items. Alright, so I did not get a shovel for the dig thing. And I think that's it. I think I need to call it a day. Really early. Damn. That's my bad for summoning the coat check. But maybe it'll make my next run really good. That is a tiny... It's a cottage. I feel like I'm being made fun of now. Damn. Alright, day 8. Fail fast, right? Common advice by people who have a mixture of motivations, honestly. Once again, not suffering steps exactly. Do 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 do. Okay. Shrine. Make an offering, receive a blessing. That's interesting. I don't think I have anything to offer, though. And I've already made a shelter before, which is pretty good, but I think I'm gonna go with Hovel since they gave it to me, and also I suffered so much last time. I don't remember if anything spawns in the Hovel, or if anything ever spawns in these, actually. But yeah, the gem economy is really hurting me. Let's just have a nice, chill run where I can spend my steps, and then suffer the consequences. It puts you in danger of cutting your run short, but it also gives you the ability to summon a bunch of rare rooms constantly, so you're probably more likely to make progress in the actual story when you're summoning stuff with gems this way. Corridor will let me skip to the corner, give me some distance from the starting point. Pantry and parlor and nook. So gems that I can't use now, or coins, or key. Coins is probably a good start to have. Because the key is less likely to come up this early, and I'm not using gems this run at all. I'd like to be able to sell them in cases like this. But now I'm getting all this gem-oriented stuff. The ziggin' and zaggin' parlor is not very helpful right now. Like, the den probably makes the most sense space-wise to get deeper in. Because if I create an encircled area, then I can definitely just use that spot as a dead end when I get to the other side of the level. Right, I can also go forward and to the right, yeah. Stupid chapel. Let's do the nook here, but then put a dead end over here. Since I'm about to place a room right there anyway. Storeroom. There we go. Then continue into the nook to have another key. I've already got a collection of keys now, making up for my concerns earlier. Commissary goes into the wall, hallway goes into the wall, parlor goes into the wall. Alright, well the hallway goes forward at least, I guess. Yeah, that's the one, that's the side that's blocked. Experimental house features is an interesting thing to get access to here. I think I wanted to have the spare room go forward though, because then I can put a dead end at the entrance hall safely. I am curious about experimental house features. This would be a disastrous place to put the chapel, because it would likely become the only way to get to the north half of the building. But everything else dead ends. That sucks. Let's finally place the secret passage, I guess. Okay. Grandfather clock. Big ol' lock. The key to the bedroom, green thumb, the halls of holly, orange, red rover, scarlet, gold sink, violet, drawback press, market. The drawback press, because reds are bad, so they're full of drawbacks. Gold sink, market. I guess the commissary is gold, huh? So it spends gold. The key to the bedroom, violet. Yeah, that's all the bedrooms. What happens if I click on one I don't have access to yet? Well, my entire house is orange and blue so far. Like, orange might take me to one of these halls. That's, oh, the halls of holly. It's halls. Like, where does the green thumb take me? I have a purple hovel, technically. I have no red. I have no gold. Well, let's find out. Where does this go space-wise in my building? Okay, the secret passage just becomes a forward door and you get to generate a specific genre of room straight ahead. Okay. So the secret passage is not a dead end. I mean, we knew that kind of, but I thought it might teleport you to elsewhere in the maze that you already have. Just to explain my thought process there. Because it's a secret passage. So I thought it must magically connect to somewhere else in the place, but I didn't think you'd be generating another room next. That's crazy. Aquarium is every color of room. Interesting. Not entirely sure what the benefit of that is, but I guess anything that counts types of rooms will generate stuff in the aquarium or get points based on the aquarium. Solarium. You're more likely to draw unusual or rare rooms while drafting. That would be great, except you're going to completely cut off my map. Green rooms do not cost things to draft. That'd be nice too, but you're going to cut off my entire map. We're going in a straight line into the wall, so all of those unused entrance halls will be bad now, so I'm gonna have to generate the aquarium, because the only way that'll let me go to the north half of the castle. Hey, fishies. There's a little bed. Is that the bedroom part? Is that the part of how it counts as all the different types of rooms, I guess? There's an outdoor grill. That's goofy. Those are the beds, I guess. There's yeah, laundry. Big fish. That's red stuff and office stuff, I guess. I don't know. Well, might as well go south, because now I'm free to make dead ends out of whatever I want in these directions. Just make sure I at least keep a key or something. Security gives me good access to the rest of this area. I mean, it directly gives me access to the 2 remaining rooms, so I can make all dead ends if I want to, if I'm willing to walk all the way back to the entrance hall to make the other 2. Which, given that this costs steps, is not amazing, but... Doing the usual thing. Do. Half the time it doesn't even technically come up because I fall apart on my own. Low and unlocked. There we go. A gem. I can't use those though. I'm gonna have so many of them now in this run where they're not helpful. Hooray. Okay, so a coat check would give me access to the Lucky Rabbit's Foot, which means more loot items. Commissary connects me over there, which means saving a lot of steps. Parlor means a reward. I don't have enough money for the shovel yet. Let's do the parlor for the reward. It's a little weird seeing windows in the parlor like this. I guess specifically seeing the front of the house through these windows is a little surreal. Even though it's kind of where the parlor would probably be in a real house. 2 of these statements are true. The statement on the blue box is true. The gems are in a box with a true statement. Okay. 2 of these statements are true. The statement on the blue box is true. That means if 2 of them are true, and this one is saying that the blue is true, and it's true also, then these both have to be true, based on that part of the logic. The gems are in a box with a true statement. That would not narrow it down to being an answer, so that'd be bad. But if this one's false and this one's false, then those are both false. That would narrow it down to having to be the black box. It'd be a it's self-perpetuatingly true. It is the only true statement, and it is the one that contains the items. Hello. Car keys. I believe that is strong incentive to generate the garage, please. Where are we? Observatory wouldn't be bad. Some bonus items would not be bad. While drafting, you may spend gems to redraw floor plans up to 8 times. That might be really good, because that one makes me make sure the aquarium doesn't become the end of my run, because of how dead-ended we are. But also, I don't have a use for gems right now. I can't spend gems on doors, so turning my gems into rerolls is actually pretty good. I think I'll take that over the other stuff. And also, I think I've never generated a study. Another gem to spend. Don't know what's up with that. "44 letters in the message. Face and ace. F. Unused pairings. Glove, love, sting, sing, crowd, crow, groan, gown, snack, sack. Lose the G. You lose the L. Use the D. Lose the R, lose the N? I don't think that spells anything necessarily. Base and ace. What the fuck are you talking about? Huh. This is important. It might be like the key to the whole thing in a way, but I don't know what I'm looking at. What does it mean by unused pairings? What, every pair is missing a letter. Like, well, I mean, or gaining a letter, depending on which direction you're going in. Maybe the sentence will open the antechamber. Another safe. 4, 5, 2, 9, 2. Nope. Combination we knew from elsewhere doesn't work. Clear. 4, 5. Oh wait, that was the other one. That was the circled number. The crossed out safe number is 9083. 90, 83. No. I don't remember if that message said the safe in that room is this answer, or if it just said the safe's combination is this answer. Because if it was like, if it was being a smartass and saying the safe in that other room is this answer, but now we're in a different room, then maybe it'd be a different, maybe it's the answer to this safe. Oh, yeah, but I don't think we functionally have any safe combinations so far. Craft, raft, draft, raft. Smile, mile, vile, viral. Coat, yeah, sturdy, alright, face ace. They circled that one. Acre, face, lace. Oh, ace with an R. So they thought the answer was ace, and they went acre, face, lace, adding a bunch of different letters so they landed on what they thought it might be. Study. Ace is curious because it might be a card. Like there's sometimes things on the walls with cards on them. Beard, bard, sturdy, steady. Is it these? Tree, tea? Pin, pine? Yeah? Is it the paintings in each room are of a simple one-word concept, maybe? I don't know. Maybe. But I still don't know how you turn it into sentences, or what you do with when it's both face and ace. Like it's not indicating that face becomes ace or ace becomes face, or one of them is more significant than the other one, or anything like that. It just gives you both. Any other documentation around here? Oh yeah. I don't know if it's possible with so little time left, but I need to remember to ask Anne if we can commission new artwork for all the rooms in the house. We need them produced in sets of 2, a pair for each room. Honestly, I have no idea what I'm thinking. I'm likely delusional to think this can be pulled off by Thursday. Oh. Every room has 2 paintings that are 1 letter apart. Pin, pine. That is it, isn't it? Pin, pine. Is it based on the locations, face and ace? It does have the card, maybe. Okay. This will require an entire page, maybe a 2-page spread even. Maybe 1 page. I need to look at the map. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 times 5. Kind of just feeling out how best to split up my page. Alright, I need to do a bunch of lines and grid. I'm just going to go ahead and cut here, and I'll be back in a little while. Alrighty, I have engaged in the process of building a big ol' 5x9 grid with the antechamber squared out at the top. And the first bottom room says face ace, because they gave us that to us. And this one says pin pine. It's directly to the side of that. 44 letters in the message. Oh, face and ace became F? I guess that means that glove and love becomes G. Like if they're the 2 words combined, if there's one that's in the front, that's the one that works, I guess. Huh. So P. Okay, so we have FP. I wonder what that's gonna like mean. Jesus Christ. Alright, thanks. Doing that the moment I come back. Is that... And this is still numbers, so it's probably not related to that? I almost wonder if... We'll probably just get a number at some point, but I also kind of wonder if they might do something weird, like, it's based on the rarities of the rooms you placed, or something like that. Will be how you get those numbers. So if I go back here, are there 2 paintings? Okay. Stag and tag, right? Okay, that's what the 10 finally is. I'm assuming that the paintings are always in the same location, basically. Let's see. Stag, tag, which makes the letter S. That's the logic of face and ace. But it must be that. Sure. Stag and tag. Okay. Yeah, okay. Yeah, this puzzle only really makes sense if they keep them still. Study was a dead end. Let's go back to security. Getting a little low on things. Car and cart? Could it say mining cart? Now we're up here. Okay. Car, cart, letter C. This episode just got a lot longer. I'm just gonna... just gotta be upfront about that. That's just the situation that's happening. I keep knocking everything around. I really need a better surface for writing that isn't so out of the way of my... It's hard to juggle writing stuff down while having a keyboard. Playing with a controller would make that easier, basically. But yeah, if I'm writing down the every single name as I go, this is gonna take a bit longer. So ideally, I go forward 1, then make a dead end instead of having to go all the way back to the entrance hall because it would take so many steps to go back there. But we'll see. Nope, none of these go forward. So just what would I like to place here? These 2 cost even more steps. The bedroom would maybe give me a small reward, but that's about it. Items for sale at the commissary would not be the worst, but I just don't have the money to buy what I want. Curious about experimental house features. I guess I can use the gem to redraw and try to save myself with a long hallway of some sort. Or they could just keep screwing me over. That's fun. 1 hallway, come on. I can't spend them all here. I might need them for the aquarium. God damn it. Alright, well now I regret my choices. Kitchen could make... kitchen could be used to make steps out of my money, but then I lose the ability to get something at the commissary, which would have been nice. Or I could summon the dark room just to have access to it. Given the current situation, I'm probably going to want the kitchen so I have access to any food, I guess. So I'm on a step-intensive run. Although whatever I buy here is diminished by the fact that I spend 2 steps coming in and out of this room. And all I can afford is bananas. Alright. Let's keep it going, I guess. And then regret my choices. Alright, back into the aquarium. Bedroom, closet, veranda. Extremely expensive veranda. Greater chance of fighting items in green rooms might be nice, but Go for the bedroom, because at least snakes that way a little bit. It's a slightly advantageous direction to go in. A little bit. Ooh. More money generation. Every 3 coins generates a 4th coin. I haven't seen a footlocker today, and it makes me think I'm just not noticing them or something. Commissary kills me. Dark room isn't great. Courtyard isn't great. Let's redraw. Not amazing, but at least this one doesn't cost steps, I guess. Anything on this counter this time? Not necessarily. Let's do some math. 18. Alright, 20 minus 18 is 2. 2 times 6 is 12. Boop. 20 minus 15 is 5. Times 3 is 15. Divided by 15 is 1. 20 plus 3 is 23. Minus 13 is 10. Times 2 is 20. Divided by 4 is 5. Da 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 da. Key card. That's good for this run. Alright, I already placed security, so let's go back to security. This is hopefully worth it. I want to turn security up as high as possible. Oh yeah, this is definitely worth it because the fucking bedroom means that I spend fewer steps than normal going back here. Okay. Keycard system. Security setting. Security level. High. Confirm setting. There we go. Yeah, we want security's doors as many as possible now because I have the card that opens all of them. Which means that they have a chance of replacing key doors going forward. Which means I might not die to that problem. Okay. Yeah, the bedroom made that not that expensive of a trip to do. And immediately here's a key, so... not the chapel. I only have $1 to lose, I guess. The library is terrible. Locksmith will kill me. It's just the end of the run at that point. But I'd like to not generate a chapel in what is currently my primary way of getting around, potentially. The only place to spend money down there is the kitchen. I guess I'll do the chapel. I don't, because the big thing is like, do I want to spend more gems with the re-roll? And I'm not sure if it's worth it just to save my 1 coin, but it might be a lot of coins by the end of the run is always the concern. Running out of keys. This puts a gem in every green room, but I don't have any. All it does is succeed in turning left while being expensive. Can I get a better left turn? Okay, the boudoir, it doesn't cost, besides the gem I spent to get it. Not amazing. I'm not feeling great about this run. Yeah, just the one safe that we don't have an answer for yet. Dining room. We want the dining room. It's free. That's pretty good. Gives me 2 different paths I can go down, and we're very close to unlocking the meal that it generates, which means I'll have even more steps. I feel like I got a hammer that let me open the footlockers for cheap, and then shortly after that, in every subsequent run, they'd like stop generating them altogether. The breaker box, I don't need that because I already have the ability to open those. The rumpus room. 3 coins, but I gain $8. That's pretty good. Yeah, let's get the rumpus room. Because then I can get another fortune. I'm getting bonus coin purse dollars too, yeah. That's some good income right there. That's the good shit. I forgot about... I'm sorry. I got into building mode and forgot to do the paintings. Okay, well, plain and pane of glass? Because one of them's a different color? Yeah. So I'm all the way up here now. Whoops. Let's see. Pane... Plain. P. Okay, so I went through like 4 rooms without writing down what their things were, but going back will cost me steps, so I'll just have to try to remember to check them out in the future when I go back. If I go back. Depending on this is locked and stuff. Yeah, it's hard to switch back and forth that rapidly between what I'm doing. You have a new fortune?
And, as it was foretold, I am awakened at the sound of a dropping coin. You find yourself face to face with the great Alzara. And I suspect you wish me to look into your future. The image is becoming clear. I see the darkened cloud of ruin, familiar to us both, now decrepit, run down, and in disrepair. I see 8 red envelopes, resting upon 8 pedestals. And in these 8 envelopes, I see 8 letters penned by 8 different hands. 8 letters of which you will only ever find and read 7. Just like the art hanging on the walls of these rooms.
Crown Crow.
There is a letter missing. What you have heard here has been foreseen by the great Alzara. Until the dawn of the following day, I will have nothing more to say.
All right. The place falling into disrepair is a little sad, but also kind of inevitable. Like places and things and everything dies eventually. So that's not that remarkable. But yeah. I wonder if there's a correct. Yeah, this one's even on a piece of the floor that looks like a chessboard. I wonder if there's a correct configuration of all of the chess pieces. And that makes it look like a chessboard. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I don't remember how many things are on a chessboard. There's an even number of things on a chessboard because the king and the queen and everything else is symmetrical. It goes rook, knight, bishop, queen, king, blah, blah, blah. So there's one more row than there should be. Well, maybe that's why there's a line straight to this part. These would all be pawns. I've not played chess in a while. I don't like chess that much because it's one of those games that just has so many available options at once that I don't really like thinking about it in that way. So going one room deeper will generate a meal for me. And I can go right down what that thing is. I wonder if the information it gives you is just a chronological thing, like each vision happens in a specific order, or if it's based on the fact that I encountered the study, and so I now have some context for that, and then they immediately fed back into that clue. It might just be a coincidence, but I just learned about the portraits, which is funny. Yeah, pain and planning. Yeah, so I did this one already. You can see the end of the umbrella just ends. Okay, so one more room to get the meal. Courtyard is okay. I'll get a meal in a minute, so maybe go for that. Ding ding. Yep. Oh. The trunk is locked. And another place to dig, which I never keep getting access to. Alright. Key card. Good. Cling. Oh, I never got the lucky rabbit's foot. I still don't have it. Observatory gives me access to the next room over here. I imagine that only certain types of rooms generate portraits, so places like this that are outdoors might be gaps in your ability to gain that information as you go. It currently costs me 2 steps to get to the dining room. I have to make sure I don't go too far and then lose the ability to go back there. But right now it should be safe to go a room further. The dice? No. Box? Ball? Globe? Paint? Paint. Crate. Create. Crate and create? That's maybe it, but it seems kind of brainy, doesn't it? Create and crate. But it's like God creating the planet. I'm a little iffy on this one. Let's see. All right, crate, create, C. I do, funnily enough, have those that rollable whiteout. So, worst case scenario, I could repair pages of this thing. Anything lying about? We can get whatever today's bonus is. Is it steps? Rooms with 4 doors are more common today. Oh. Neat, but only activating now in a late part of the process. All right, so if I go here, it'll be 1, 2, 3, 4. So I should be able to survive the trip back. Because I'll be down to 5 steps. Oh, can't afford to open it. Okay, so I guess I'll go back for the meal then. Yeah, just go back a few rooms. Unless it's still better to do it this one. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, so it might be worth checking. It's locked. Well, it's good that I know that it's locked, so I don't come back up here with my no steps. I need to find keys before I continue now. Country stew pie. Plus 10 steps if you have a boiler room. But I don't. Have dinner. Or I'll die soon. Okay, so keys are doing me in right now. Great. Okay, it's a little hard to see in the red, but no, there is a door at the chapel. But I lose $1 going in there, unfortunately, but I do have a lot of money right now. Otherwise, I was going to go all the way back to the entrance hall, and that doesn't go anywhere. I was just hoping that the room I summoned generates a key. Oh, that many locked doors at once is sad. I hope I'm not like missing something anywhere. Oh, I forgot to check every room for paintings. Okay. Tag. Tent. Camp. 10. 10 and tent. Okay, so they have multiple things they can have in common because the tag was used elsewhere. I'm gonna count this carefully. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 10. Tent. That one's T. I totally forgot to check what the pictures in the dining room were again. Whoops. It's so easy. I'm trying to multitask, or I'm trying to do other stuff. I can't see them from here. Let's not spend the step right now. Don't think this room has paintings in it. There's a ton of those, and that's too many to try to narrow down like that. Okay. Not locked? Okay, not locked. 7 locked doors, Great Hall. Oof. That includes the one at the end, so I can't go that way, basically. The cloister is 4 exits, which is great, but it's extremely expensive. That would cost me half my remaining steps. I don't think I want to commit to that. Whereas the library only gives me 1 exit. So let's try a redraw for some more. Lose half your steps. No longer be able to see all the options. Man. But I'm down to my last redraw. This at least gives me 3 options for building a room, and then one of them has to still have exits, right? This is obviously not ideal in so many ways. Any random items lying around? Please. Okay, at least one of these doors has a key card. The rotunda can rotate. Interesting. Commissary. I might be able to buy a shovel. Will that even help? I forgot to check that room for portraits. God damn it. It's so hard to think about it when you're trying to also play the other parts of the game. Create and plane. Plane and planet. This is 3 below the energy. Okay. Plane. Planet. I don't remember if I talked about it in this playthrough or another one, but I talked about how like there's certain puzzles that are really hard to localize. Kind of like there's jokes that are really hard to localize because they're about the language. Yeah, good luck dealing with translating this game into other languages with this kind of puzzle in it. All right, plane and planet. Any keys for sale, honestly? A magnifying glass. Sledgehammer. That only works for the lockers, which I found one of. Sleeping mask means more steps from bedrooms, I think. Running shoes means sometimes you don't spend steps. Where do I want to use a magnifying glass? I was considering it for the black room, which isn't summoned yet. The dark room, what's it called? For developing photos. But for the dark room, I need the switchboard to turn the power back on. That's a lot of conditions, and otherwise I don't think I currently need a magnifying glass for anything. We might want the running shoes just for the chance of extending my steps. When traveling longer distances. I don't know what that means though. Is it only for when you like... Is it based on if you take X number of steps back to back without interacting with stuff? Like, I don't know how they determine what a longer distance is. They must mean when you're traveling faster or something. Okay. Tiger? Second drawing somewhere? Tiger Tower? What exactly do you call this thing? Cake, right? They both have cake though. Yeah. Sit. This might be the most perplexing drawing in the game so far, because I'm just like, I'm not entirely sure what I'm looking for. Table. Tower. That's a tiger. Tail. There could be other things about it. Stripe. This is not an object I encounter in daily life. It just kind of looks like it might be one of those things used to stack a cake, but it could be like tray. I don't know what this object is. When I have to really not label it for sure. I'm not really that sure. Huh. I'm gonna have to skip this room for now, I think. Passageway is very expensive. Oh, there's the dark room. We might as well get the... This could be a dead end, so I might as well just get the ability to draw one more room real quick. On the right. It's locked, so I don't even get to do that. Alright. Dick. My key budget is bad. I feel like I'm playing the game wrong or something. With how I just can't get enough of the building in each run. Opportunity to earn and spread money. But if I build that, it's so expensive I can't get back to the entrance hall to open this door. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, right, the secret passage is here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, just to get back to the entrance right now. So right now I only have enough steps to get to the entrance and then put this room down and then die. So it's already too much of a distance anyway, I guess. I just don't know if this will be a dead end or what. And I don't have a ton of value for money besides being able to buy food at the kitchen, I guess. We try the office just to see what it does. I actually might be not able to get to the kitchen anyway now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's 7 to get back to the kitchen. I can't make it back now. All right, so we just have to hope this little ending bit works out in some way or another. Look at that stern little man. Pilot? Park? Fence, park, trees, grove, pilot, goggles, man. I mean, that is just a plane pilot, right? What other words describe that guy? That's not making sense to me right now. Hello, you two. Upgrade disc. The antechamber lever in the greenhouse is broken again. I don't think there is enough time to put in another work order before Simon arrives, so just make sure the west and east levers are operational. The antechamber of the greenhouse. Have I ever had a greenhouse before? So the broken lever I find so far is for that? Sometimes it's for that? Can I paint it? Make sure the west and east ones are operational. Upgrade disc? Insert into one of the estate terminals to permanently upgrade one of your floor plans. What? What do upgrades even do? Bridget, please check if any books matching these titles are available for purchase in Reddington. Flight of the Queen, March of the Count, Fall of the Lord, Passing of the Barons, Herrings of the Major. Had a little trouble reading the Baron's writing, so I'm not sure if the last title is intended to be Hearings or Herrings, but knowing Herbert, I suspect either would be suitable. Why is March of the Count in a different title? A different color? Flight of the Queen, March of the Count, Fall of the Lord, Passing of the Baron's Herrings of the Major. Or Hearings of the Major. Not sure what to think about that. Uh-huh. Oh, another safe. Another one? Okay. I can try one of the combinations at least. Or a few of them. 4, 5, 2, 9, 2. $90.83. No. 12.13 maybe. Doesn't even like beep or anything. Like if you already have enter, how badly do you need a clear button? What? Oh, insert disk here. Right? Hallway. Is it? Hallway data has been found on this upgrade disk. You will now have the chance to permanently enchant this room to one of 3 different upgraded floor plans. Oh, so I don't pick it. The room, I mean. Hallway, but it has a locked trunk. Hallway, but it has a key. Or hallway, and I add an extra hallway to tomorrow's draft pool. So a hallway that makes it so you have more hallways. Well, I feel like I want more keys than I want trunks right now because I keep running out of keys. I'm not sure what to think of this one. Do I want that many hallways? I don't remember if hallways cost gems or not. Let's go for the key, I guess. So we permanently upgrade things in this game. That has to make it easier to play then. It's just over time, these spaces get replaced with rooms that have more bonuses on them. Wow, I've played for a while without encountering this mechanic too. So that's a pretty strong incentive to find the office if I'm going to get an upgrade disc. That's not what the room implies is going to happen at all. It says opportunity to earn and spend money. Maybe that's not always the case. Maybe it's a coincidence the disc was here. Maybe as a tutorial it gives you the disc right next to a terminal here. But maybe now the discs are in play throughout the game or something. Can I earn and spend coins now here? Run payroll. After running this process, checks will be placed in each staff member's room. This includes the servant's quarter and the maid's chamber currently in the estate. Each servant's quarter and maid's chamber, which I have none of, I think. Spread golden estate. The office can facilitate a modest distribution of coins withdrawn from the staff incentives program. These coins are spread, distributed in a number of rooms currently active throughout the estate. Okay? Because I think I don't have those rooms for payroll, so I might as well just spread them around, I guess. Function successful. A number of gold coins have been withdrawn from the staff incentives program and spread throughout the estate. Okay. Log into network. Swan Song. Been remembering that one. I think there was something I could only access from the office, like the emails or something. The mail. From Anne Babbage next week. November 1st, 1993. Sir, you have not left me any instructions for the following week, and you know how much I hate leaving critical plans up until the last minute. As soon as you decide on definite plans for the holidays, please pass the message on to me, either through Hartley, who is valeting for you this weekend, or if you absolutely insist, through this confounded electronic typewriter, Anne Babbage. I feel like this is her trying to contact somebody who's dead. I feel like that was when they died. To DC Power, RE Fusebox Repair. October 8th, 1993. Gabe, yes, that is the correct functionality. Also, when you are out here next week, please test that the current sequence is off, blue, green, white, red, purple. Thanks for the due diligence for this project. H.S. Sinclair. There we go. Okay. Fuse box. X. B. G. W. R. P. X. B. G. W. R. P. There we go. So, blank, blue, green, white, red, purple. I'll put a square around that to separate it from any other text. The fuse box. Okay, so the answer, our goal isn't to make it all purple. We have a combination for it. Good to know. Subject, estate changes. Dear Herbert, we just wanted to let you know that the changes you requested to your will have been implemented and notarized. If your premonition, God forbid, should bear fruit, rest assured that your plans will be executed down to the last detail. McGuire, McKinley, and McDougal. He had a vision about his own death, it sounds like. Mick from MC. DC Power Repair. Fuse box repair. The VAC indicator lights installed per instructions have been turned on. However, it should be known that the white indicator is only displayed after syncing all 6 indicators to purple. To make them all purple to make white. If this is not the desired functionality, let us know, and we will fix it in our regular surface visit next week. Gabe, DC Power Incorporated. Okay, so we knew how to get purple, but I guess we probably didn't know how to do white yet. And I was stopping before even getting there. So these are in the other order. So this is the oldest one, and this is the newest. Yeah, the newest one is like, you still haven't given me your directions. And it's like, yeah, he's probably dead, isn't he? We know he is now, but might have been dead then. Data transfers. So I don't have access to Synca. I can access security from here. I guess you can just access whatever you've already found. Yep, that's just the stuff we already had. I don't think I'm trying to change them right now. We might be good then. So now there just are gold coins in some places, I guess. Not in any way that's indicated, I don't think. And look at these thingies, not necessarily. Not sure what to think of that right now. Light. Warren. I don't know. I open this door. Are we in trouble? It's locked. I think that's it then. I think we just lost because of the key situation. Damn. Yeah, because I need the steps to get all the way back to the kitchen down there. And I have no money left. Yeah, I guess I got to upgrade a room. That's kind of fun. Let's see. Office. Archives. Apple. I guess I can try to identify some of the stuff around here. Yeah, I did not do this one. Okay. Pine flame. Match. Tree. Fire. Pine. Fire. Tree. Light. Lit. Tree. No. Flame. Fur? No. Pine. Point. Huh. Some of these are hard. They just don't... They're not apparent to me. Dune? Oh, this gives me more space, too. This actually might make it possible to reach the kitchen. 1, 2, 3. Yep. I forgot about this thing. And sand. Okay, that's easy. That's 4 up. Oh, don't stop writing on me now. There we go. Sand. And... my pen is going dry on me because I put the cap of the pen on the end of the pen, and then it's just fucking vacuum sealed on there so hard that it might as well be, like, super glued on. I'm like, what? Damn. I've had this pen for a while, so I'm like, did I really go this long without ever attaching the cap to the end of the pen? Are there, like, secret paintings inside any of the drawings? Inside of the tanks? I guess it'd be a little pointless because this room could just be a different room later. Oh, but there it is. That's really hard to see. Peas, and peak, I think. That should be it. Okay, so peak, P, it's a P. We have like 10 rooms or something identified so far. Not bad. We want to go south if we want to keep going. And here's the kitchen. What am I talking about? I'm out of money. If nothing else, I needed to be actively looking for money in all these rooms in case they might have given me any. I don't know where the money ended up. I may have just missed my chance to find it. God, I got it really... It's hard to switch my topics so many times between the paintings and all the other things and the navigation and individual room things that my long-term goals get dropped a little bit. I think I see a coin on that table, and maybe another one over there. 1, 2, 3. Do you die the moment you become 0, or when you try to go again? It doesn't matter. It's so few that I won't be able to get around, but by buying the cheapest thing anyway. It's fine. I can document it though right now. So I'm becoming 0. That's not even a coin anyway. It's just the gold rim. I thought there was a gold coin sticking against it. All right. Well, we know upgrades exist now. I am not filling the castle the way I did before, which is rough. You would think that me learning and like spending more time with the game would mean that I'd have a better track record here, but I'm kind of getting worse. But that's RNG though, so let's not worry about it too much. Definitely need to find any ways to prioritize keys. Although previously I was also struggling with gems. Yep, the economy's keeping me down.